Good morning, my people. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the Crazy News Channel. No, I'm just joking. Don't leave. Just leave. Don't leave, whatever you do. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I'm sorry I wasn't here last night. You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I tell you, here I am, still screwing around with this here. How you guys doing out there, huh? Well, it looks like we are going to war. That's what it looks like to me. It doesn't seem like there's any way out of this crisis with Iran. And do we really want the crisis to end? I mean, we don't want war, of course. But doesn't every American who watched the decimation of the Iranian people, the hostages these people took that are ours, the thousands of people that this Ayatollah has killed, it's in our interest for him not to be there anymore. They keep threatening us over and over and over again. They threatened Donald Trump's life. They threatened our military. You know, they have no respect for the nuclear treaties. They just kill 36,000 people, their own people. The 7th and 8th of January, they killed 36,000. Do you hear what I'm saying? Of their own people for protesting. I'd love to send some of our protesters from here, guys, over there. Let them see what a real dictatorship is. But today I know we did it the other day, but I'm just going to catch you up on what's going on in the Arabian Sea. And it looks like it's heating up. The aircraft carrier is almost there. It's in the region, but it's not where it wants to be. They're going to try and do a blockade. All right. So that nothing can come in or out of the body of water there. 2 aircraft carriers are said to going to block it off. The end result is just that these guys leave power, right? I mean, this shouldn't be hard. You have millions of people involved in an uprising in almost every city, town, and province in Iran. It's the people who are calling for an end to this regime, to their brutality, to their nonsensical way of living. I mean, you know, these are the guys who kill women for not wearing a headscarf. I mean, give me a freaking break, right? I'm all for it. I'm an American citizen. You know, I'm well aged, and I don't see how the regime comes back from this, because it's not just the people protesting. It is also that the economy has crashed way before we even talked about invading them. Their currency, the rial. If you take $1 American and put it down on the table, and then you would get the matching amount of Iranian money for that dollar, right? So it's like exchange, right? They would have to put 127 rials on the table to match $1. Inflation is at 74% in Iran. The jobs are gone. The currency can't buy anything. People are starving. Yet the regime keeps pushing their same thing. So I said, you know what? Let's go check out what's happening. And we're going to do that in a second. I just want to explain why I wasn't here yesterday. I have a sound system. I wrote to the company, so I don't want to say anything more about it. But I have a sound system that has a ghost in it. Now, it's an $800 device. With the other stuff's about $3,000. And I can't depend on it. One day it works, one day it doesn't work. And it's all about the on-off button. So I'm writing to the company. I've had it 27 months. And of course, the warranty is what? 24 months. So, and I'm not the only one. I was searching this online actually yesterday, folks. There's a lot of people complaining about the same thing. So I wrote to them. Let's see if they do the right thing. And let's get on with our program. Sound good? All right. So first things we're going to do is go to the first kind of preview I have for you guys. Oh, yeah. Boy, these guys are something else. All right. So let's see what I got for you today. I don't really remember, but I know it's cold here. I am in Florida, the sunshine state, and it's fucking freezing here. There's no freaking sunshine. It's 38 degrees in Florida. Okay. What the heck is going on? My God, I went outside this morning to walk the dogs. I was like, nope, we're not walking right now. Not happening. Not going to happen. All right. So I want to talk about this lady right here. Her name is Lexi Lawler, right? And she was a registered nurse at the Baptist Health Boca Raton Regional Hospital. I know right where that's at. I've been there many times. It's a very good hospital. Guys, if you ever hear me mess up, it's because I have a very severe brain injury. And sometimes things don't work that great. So if I forget what I'm talking about or something like that, put it in the chat below. Help me out with. This lady, she decided that she was going to go online like many young people, but this lady's in her 40s, 50s. You could tell. Look at her neck, right? Look at her neck. You see my neck? Because I'm 50. Look at her neck. Yeah, so she's at least 50. Trump sucks. And she actually went online and made a video saying crazy shit like this.
It gives me great joy to wish Caroline Levitt a 4th degree tear. I hope that you fucking rip from, bow to stern, and never shit normally again, you cunt. As a labor and delivery nurse, it gives me great joy to wish Caroline Levitt a 4th degree tear. I hope that you fucking rip from, bow to stern, and never shit normally again, you cunt. As a labor and delivery nurse, it gives me great joy to wish Caroline Levitt a 4th degree tear. I hope that you
See if you're, I'm having a problem hearing that.
Bow to stern and never shit normally again, you cunt. As a labor and delivery.
So here she is, right? Dumbass. She is online threatening the spokesperson for the White House, Levitt. Threatening her, calling her a cunt online, and she's a fucking RN. Oh my God. So that's what she said. I don't know if you guys can hear this or not. I'm not hearing very well. Let me get to my computer just to make sure everything is copacetic. 1 second, guys. Okay. So yeah, that's what she said. I want to just check the volume because it sounds low to me, but again, it's this freaking system over here, right? All right, so let's get rid of this. Hopefully you can hear it. So she did that. She went online. She was all badass. And yeah, so of course, a labor and delivery nurse at Baptist Health. She sparked outrage by posting violent childbirth threats towards Levitt. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, of course, we do what we do. And this is what happened.
A video posted by a labor and delivery nurse is spreading far beyond Boca Raton tonight, and what she said is now costing her her career.
And it took just hours for city leaders and hospital executives to step in.
CBS 12 News reporter Katie Benty is live outside the Baptist Health Boca Raton Regional Hospital with those details. Katie?
Liz, Jim, the video at the center of this story is graphic, so we did censor most of it. But officials say what you're about to hear is what cost a Boca Raton nurse her job.
I hope that you rip from, bow to stern, and never normally again, you.
The woman in the video is Lexi Lawler, a now former labor and delivery nurse at Baptist.
I'm sorry. Did they say former? Did they say former nurse?
Health Boca Raton Regional Hospital. Her comments were directed at White House Press Secretary Caroline Levitt, who recently announced she's pregnant with her second child.
As a labor and delivery nurse, it gives me great joy to wish Caroline Levitt a 4th degree tear.
A 4th degree tear, one of the most severe childbirth injuries. I asked people their take on the video.
Especially if it's a labor and delivery nurse, like I'm trusting you with one of the most sacred moments of my life. I would definitely be very uncomfortable.
The video was later set to private, but not before it got clicks. The Libs of TikTok account reposted along with a photo that appears to show Lawler wearing a shirt with a political message about President Donald Trump.
Wow. Wow, folks. I don't even know what to say about that. That's crazy. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. It's not it's what you go to medical school, okay, folks. Let's review this. You go to medical school, you spend let's see, you get your high school diploma. It's 12 grades, right? So that's 12 years. And then you go to college if you want an associate's. It's 2 years of hard work, but she's a nurse. So she had to go ahead and get her bachelor's. We don't know if she has a master's, but you're looking at 16 years of school altogether, right? She took a 16-year learning experience. She got to the top of her game. She worked where she wanted to work, but she couldn't shut the fuck up, guys.
Boca Raton's mayor also weighing in, calling the comments disgusting and that Lawler is no longer employed. Baptist Health confirming that decision, telling CBS 12 News the comments do not reflect its values and that there is no place in healthcare for language or behavior that calls into question a caregiver's ability to provide compassionate, unbiased care.
I mean, everyone has social media. Everyone has.
I mean, just think about this. I know this is probably, lame to a lot of you, but think about this. What if it was your sister or wife or boyfriend, whatever it is you have going on? And, the boyfriend, take the boyfriend out, because you can't have a baby, right? But your mom, your sister, whoever, probably your sister or wife, right, are in there. They're getting ready to have a baby. But you know what? This head nurse walks in your room and says that she hopes you fucking die. And it's the same thing. She said that basically to half the country, right? Because they're saying 80 million people voted for Donald Trump. So she's saying that to 80 million people. The internet is forever, folks. When you go on there and you make snide remarks or you display nudity or whatever, cursing, I can do what I want because I own my own business, right? This is a business media company. But yeah, and you have a job, you have to always assume that someone out there, maybe one of those 80 million people who are also online, saw that route and sent it to the hospital. I know that's what happened for a fact. So the next time you feel like getting online and espousing hate and anger, keep in mind your job is at risk because free speech does not include hate speech. Free speech does not include threats. Free speech does not include violence. But she failed at all of them. Let's continue.
A technological device, and when you have a career, I think it's even more important for you to be conscientious of what you say.
The hospital added that while personal opinions are protected, professional standards are not.
That's right. That's right. Your job can fire you for any reason. You have free speech with the United States of America, right? You have free speech with the government. But you don't have free speech with your employer. Employer expects a certain amount of respect and decorum in the office. And if you're running around saying stupid stuff like this, saying it's my speech, it's not. Any business can fire you for whatever reason, right? So if you're out there espousing this stuff, keep in mind, companies don't necessarily have to fall in line with free speech because it's a private company. Oh, guys, I keep telling you this over and over and over again. Now, I have something funny here. I got a couple of them I want to, just to get away from this, because we're going to go into Iran. Iran is really a big problem right now, as I said in the open. But check this out. This is pretty funny.
This court sentences you to 42 years in state prison.
42 years? I didn't commit fraud. I was just helping friends and government people with honest and sincere work. This is unfair.
Sir.
I swear to you, I did.
For large-scale daycare fraud, totaling over $27
And we
million.
know look about this guy.
This court sentences you to 42 years in state prison.
42 years? I didn't commit fraud. I was just helping friends and government people with honest and sincere work. This is unfair.
Sir.
I swear to you, I did not.
For large-scale daycare fraud, totaling over $27
And we
million.
know proof about this guy.
This court sentences you to 42 years in state prison.
42 years, I didn't commit fraud. I was just helping friends and government people with honest and sincere work. This is unfair.
Okay, buddy. We'll let you hear it. And so let's go here. Just another one. Now, this is in England, and this is happening here in Minnesota, Ohio, other states like Seattle. The radical Islamists, what else you can call them? This is in a free country. And there's somebody filming, right? Walking along filming. And these fuckers think they have the right to come up to the person and tell them stop filming because they're not allowed to film Iranian people or whatever they say. Let's check this out. It's pretty funny.
Sorry?
They're actually part of a school and they're under 16, a lot of them, so I'd really appreciate if we weren't recording.
Right, okay.
I understand it's...
You're in the UK, right? You're in the UK.
Yeah, I understand.
You don't have to wear any of this crap. Yeah? Sorry?
They're actually part of a school and they're under 16, a lot of them, so I'd really appreciate if we weren't recording.
Right, okay.
I understand it's...
You're in the UK, right? You're in the UK.
Yeah, I understand.
You don't have to wear any of this crap, love.
That's fine.
You're free.
That's my choice.
It's not your choice. You've been conditioned that way.
I have the text up here. You can read
We
along.
also don't appreciate the tannoy is what we're actually filming. We're not filming the people. We're filming the fact that a tannoy is going on in a quiet public park.
So I think the
where
most mature thing for you to do as adults would have been to approach us and tell us that we really don't want that here.
Do you think everybody else here was going to do that?
The people of the park don't have a problem. The management here has allowed us.
Listen, you're not going to change your ways. We're going to change ours.
Okay, so you need permission now, right? Welcome to a free country, but I know I'm in your country, but you know what? Screw you. You can't take pictures. This Sharia law. You can't do this. You can't do that. There's no Sharia law in America, people. Okay? It's not even recognized as a religion, really. It's not by the U.S. government. Apparently, the British government, however, their freedom of speech is gone. They don't have that anymore. So that's what you expect from this.
Is what you're saying.
That's fine. We'll just take the complaint forward with the management. Thank you.
Yeah, because they do exactly the same, funny enough.
Yeah? Sorry?
They're actually part of a school and they're under 16, a lot of them, so I'd really appreciate if we weren't recording.
Right, okay.
Let me go back to the beginning. Hold on. This is crazy. You can read the subtitles. Not that big, though.
Yeah? Sorry?
They're actually part of a school and they're under 16, a lot of them, so I'd really appreciate if we weren't recording.
Right, okay.
I understand it's...
You're in the UK, right? You're in the UK.
Yeah, I understand.
You don't have to wear any of this crap, love.
That's fine.
Right. We don't agree with you wearing what you're wearing, but it's a free country. You get to do that. So you want your rights protected, but you don't want anybody else's rights protected. And by the way, filming in public is in the Constitution. Okay, so it's part of our country. If you don't want to be filmed, perhaps, maybe you want to go back to I don't know, a Sharia law country, maybe?
You're free.
My choice.
It's not your choice. You've been conditioned that way.
We appreciate your concern, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
We also don't appreciate the tannoy is what we're actually filming. We're not filming the people. We're filming the fact that a tannoy is going on in a quiet...
Let me ask this question. Who the fuck cares, right? Honestly, who gives a shit, guys, right? Nobody gives a shit about what you're doing. You know, they're filming. Nobody can see you because you're covered up with the Habib. I mean, what are you protecting? What are you guys doing that you don't want anybody filming that? That is a very frightening thing right there in front of us because they're in a free country and they're still doing it. So that tells you that the women are down with it, right? Wow, man. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Can't believe that came into my email. All right, so it's still going on, folks. The peaceful protesters who are breaking into stores and stealing product and invading hotels, but it's all peaceful, right? It's a little peaceful protest. Check this out. Tell me what you think. I mean, what the fuck is this? What the hell is going on? Look at this. Broken windows, graffiti all over the place. They don't care whose building it is or what they're doing. At one point here, they actually try to steal a refrigerator full of drinks. This is not peaceful protesting, folks. Whenever you are impeding a highway or a road like this, that's against the law. The problem is Minnesota doesn't want to do anything about it. Yeah. And this is just crazy. It goes on all night. It's like, don't these people have anywhere to go? Don't they have a job? Don't they have things to do? You're out there protesting for murderers, child molesters, sickos, you name it. So here you are looking at a Minneapolis police lieutenant, badge number 1615, Dubuck. He is standing in this building while the rioters empty it and burglarize it, and he does nothing at all.
I'm fine. Sir, you're giving comments to the local PD. Do you have any comments to the community, the people that want you out, the people who are here specifically because your department is here? Do you think it's... It's just worthwhile if you're going to give comments.
That's unbelievable.
Comment to the people of Minneapolis.
I have nothing to say. I cannot comment.
You can see the peaceful protests continue with breaking into buildings, rioting, looting. But it's all legal in Minneapolis. Now let's get to Iran, because that's what this is really about today. The U.S. Navy assets in the Middle East are in position. They are ready to strike at will. We are just waiting on President Trump to decide what he's going to do. He has a whole option of different types of things he can order. It can be limited strike. It could be a strike to take out the regime. And since we know the Ayatollah is now hiding in a bunker underground, like I said on the last program, I hope he has a better bunker than the nuclear stuff was buried under, because, you know, I don't care how far down that bunker is. The United States has stuff to get to it. So hopefully we bomb their bunker and take them out. That's what I would love to see. Check this out, guys. Absolutely incredible.
Entered CENTCOM waters in the Indian Ocean, and the Islamic Republic is responding with threats. It says its Revolutionary Guard is more ready than ever, finger on the trigger to execute the orders and directives of the Commander-in-Chief. So General Jack Keane joins us now. Michael Waltz is the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, and this is what he said about the president's next steps.
This is a state-sponsored massacre. The UN's own figures are saying now up to 18,000, although it looks like it may be far, far worse. President Trump is going to take measured steps in the sense of making sure our bases are protected, and we're putting assets in the region for him to be able to make the absolute right decision.
How should we be thinking about this activity towards the Indian Ocean?
So where do you guys fall? Do you think we should help the Iranian people? Do you think we should get rid of a regime who has killed thousands of Americans? Do you think we should get rid of the #1 terrorist organization in the world? I don't know. I say yes, but what do you guys say?
And Iran.
Well, first of all, I mean, this appears to be a bloodbath that compares to nothing else in terms of the horror that this regime has inflicted on its own people for 45 plus years. These numbers are absolutely staggering. And just dealing anecdotally with people on the street, that now that the internet is beginning to open up, they keep telling me that the people that are guarding them now and forcing them not to come out of their homes most of them speak Arabic, not Farsi. So they have brought in militias from other countries to help.
These motherfuckers, did you hear that? They've brought in militias from other countries. So there are African terrorists, there are people from Pakistan and Afghanistan and all their proxies. So yeah, it's actually not the Iranian Guard who is killing these people. It's these thugs that the regime has called in who can do the job that the Iranian Guard doesn't want to do. Half of them have already defected to the other side.
Help them do this dirty deed. Listen, I think where we are with this, Dana and Bill, is that this massacre for sure exceeds anything as I indicated. And the president said he was going to help, and I believe he's going to do just that. Two things are really at stake here.
And here's the thing for you guys saying, no, he shouldn't help. Well, look, it's costing us $17 million every day to run the battle, the carrier strike group. We have two of them. We have one to the north and one to the south. That's a lot of money you're burning every day to just go over there and not do anything. So you got to imagine that a president is not going to send billions of dollars worth of assets. Two aircraft carrier strike groups cost $17 million a day. Obviously, you're going to do something. Otherwise, you're going to get tore apart. Either way you go. If you go in and you help the Iranian people and you get rid of the regime, people are going to have problems with it. You know what kind of people. If you don't do it, they're going to call you scared and that you back down from the Iranian regime. So I think it's very, very likely it's going to happen soon, folks.
The regime is the weakest it's ever been in its history, politically, economically, and militarily. And I do believe an appropriate strike, obviously to avenge what has taken place here. Also, the president gave his word. I think he'll fulfill it. But what the intent of it has to be is to further weaken the regime and put it on a pathway to its collapse. If we did nothing, then we're going to send a lifeline to the regime, and it'll help extend the regime. If we try to negotiate with them, that'll do much the same. It legitimizes the regime, and it's a gut punch to the protesters involved here. We have to see the opportunity that's in front of us. A military strike by itself would probably not cause an immediate collapse of the regime, but it will certainly put them on the pathway to it because, as I indicated before, they've never been so weak. And yes,
keep in mind, folks, this is their own people. This is the people of Iran who can't buy food because of the inflation going up 74%. These are people who don't have 120 rial against $1 to buy bread. They have no more water. Their aquifer has dried up. There's no water for Tehran. It is very dangerous. So things are all coming apart at the same time. And it is the citizens of Iran who are making this happen. As I said, it's believed up to 36,000 people were killed on the 7th and 8th of January as they were protesting. They were shot dead ruthlessly.
Iran has the means to retaliate, but they don't want to go to war with the United States. That guarantees them the loss of the regime, despite the bluster of their comments that they're making.
Okay, so that's Iran. Now let's go to Russia, Ukraine. And President Zelensky has said that he is ready to sign a U.S. security guarantee. He says it's 100% a sure thing. Watch here.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about Iran, so I really don't want to get into this. But look, Vladimir Putin is a dictator, okay? He's like an old Stalin. He believes that the Soviet Union came apart and it's our fault for causing it. It's actually their fault because they did exactly what Iran does or Iraq does. They throw so much money into defense that it takes away from everything else, and the country fails. Incredible. I was watching this because the Middle East Forum is a pretty good paper to find out truthfulness of what's going on. And they say it's Islamist empire in ruins and legitimacy gone. The Iranian regime turns its full coercive power against its own people. Guys, if you ever want to read the truth about what's going on in the world, please go over to Middle East Forum. I am not paid by them. Just happen to think they're a very good source that you can check out to get away from the fake media. What's this? The mullah's regime is
driven by economic hardship,
okay.
political repression, and growing public anger at the regime. As Tehran tightens control at home, its deepening partnership with Russia adds a crucial geopolitical dimension. Joining us today on TVP World to examine this is Marcin Zaborowski, our Europe editor at TVP World. Hello and welcome back again.
Hello. To stay home.
Things could still go both ways, and we're not really sure as of yet whether or not this will kind of die down or start to escalate. And it appears this week that this has turned from isolated flare-ups into a national-wide political challenge. What do you think is the pivotal point? What do you think turned these protests from kind of these smaller scale thing to a nationwide movement?
Well, I don't think we have to state what that is, because it's very clear. Whenever you don't have water to drink, you can't buy food because of inflation, you've lost your job, you can't pay your housing, you can't do anything because you don't have that kind of income. It's like, imagine somebody making 50 grand a year in the United States, okay? That's nothing. We know that. You're going to have, 35 after taxes. Now imagine you have to go food shopping every week for your family, and everything in the store is double the price. How are you going to maintain that type of resilience? I don't think you're gonna. It's a sad state of affairs. I'll keep watching it. You know, as I say, I will keep watching this every single day and let you know what's going on. And that's really all I'm gonna have for you guys. Don't have much else. So I leave you with a look at my website. The Santa Claus Killer's obviously done. But you can get it at stores anywhere you want. I don't care. Whatever. All right, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you right back here again. Hopefully tonight, if my sound system does not, again, start.